I'm today going to be talking about why the money commitment hinders business success. And the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of people, when they step into an online business, whether they step into network marketing, direct sales, MLM, however you want to brand it, however you want to title it, they do so stepping into a business where they have a glass ceiling, which means they can break through. There is no limit. There is absolutely no limit to what you or anybody else can earn. But unfortunately, what a lot of people choose to do is that when they're choosing to invest, whether that be in a package, whether that be in a product or a service, whatever it may be, to get their feet into this business, they choose to actually view it as a level of disempowerment from an angle of they are giving away their money. And the challenge that a lot of people have is that they don't see past their investment. They constantly are thinking about how much they've spent on this, what's going to be happening, are they going to be able to succeed? And when we're focusing on the investment, we are choosing to disempower ourselves. Now, a lot of people will use the investment to charge them forward. But in many cases, especially when we're looking at network marketing, direct sales, MLM, however you want to look at it, whenever we're looking at these companies that are actually choosing the referral-based model for marketing, a lot of people are actually stepping into them and they are not seeing the potential that they've got based on the minimum investment that they've made. And I'm saying this from somebody who's had a traditional business. I'm saying this from somebody who's also had a network marketing businesses. And the reason why this is so important to get this message across is because so many people are limiting their own success based on the fact that they choose to see the step into the business as a, how can I word this without sounding very, very blunt? Well, I need to be blunt. They choose to see this as that it's going to control them to a degree. It's going to actually be make or break. Instead of saying, do you know what? I'm investing here that's going to give me this incredible opportunity. Now, if you're the kind of person who actually wants to receive products or experience a service, so actually have a spiritual connection to something on what you're investing, then you need to be very clear on what you're aligning yourself with. For instance, if you're actually investing in something where there's no tangible product, nothing that you can actually physically get hold of, that's really floating in thin air and anything can happen. And I've been there and I've done it and I've put money into things where there's nothing tangible and things haven't worked out. That money's just disappeared. And there's people who have invested money into things that aren't tangible and have earned a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying one's better than the other, but if you're the kind of person who likes to grab hold of things, likes to feel, likes to have the touchy things, then find a company that aligns with you. Find a product that aligns with you. If you're not fussed, then anything's really going to fit for you. There's not going to be a problem there. Anything's going to fit. But if you are the one that has an attachment to something, then it's important. Now, when I was talking before around working in a traditional business, I remember buying a lot of equipment. My background's carpentry, building, so I had a lot of machinery. I had a lot of hand tools, a lot of power tools, and it all cost a lot of money. I then needed a van to be able to travel around in with all my tools. I needed a big trailer to be able to put a lot of the tools in there, to be able to go and pick materials up and so on. So what's important to understand here is that the model that you're in, if that's an online business, network marketing, whatever it is, where you may have to have bought a package or the products or whatever they are, I guarantee that you have only made a very, very, very small investment into your business. It might be a lot for yourself, especially if they're high ticket items, but the point being is that still, in the arena of business, it is absolutely tiny. And there are still going to be ongoing costs. It might be a form of marketing, whether you're allowed to do paid advertising. It might be flyers, business cards, banners, whatever it may be. There's going to be ongoing costs. There's going to be ongoing costs for your own personal growth. There's going to be ongoing costs for meeting rooms and things like that you need. And there's all these, especially meeting rooms. If you go to the Dome, find a meeting room there, you can usually get them for free. So there's all these things that are happening where you can truly plug into that and leverage and help grow your business. Well, the key point that I'm making here is when you're stepping into an online business, most of the time they're going to be focused around a minimum investment in a business model, which then creates a big problem, because what it actually does is it disempowers you from the angle of it's far too cheap. The investment is far too cheap, which basically means that there's no skin in the game. You are not committing to actually moving forward. For instance, if you go and get a franchise, there's a high chance that you're going to be paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a franchise that you know is credible in the marketplaces and society already knows about it. Society's looking for it. A prime example of this is Subway. You're going to pay a few $100,000 to get a Subway, to get it moving forward. And most people who actually buy a franchise realize that they don't break even, that's returning to zero, until about the 5-year mark. You want a McDonald's, everybody around the world knows about a McDonald's. If you want a McDonald's, you're paying millions for that franchise. Why? Because they are so well known and you can get a return on investment. But once again, it's estimated round about 5 years before you break even. Now, what's going to be different between somebody like yourself who's gone and invested, let's say, $5,000 or $10,000, compared to somebody who's invested hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars? Do you think there's going to be a huge difference in motivation if you actually put yourself in that position where you've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars? Are you going to show up every day? Are you going to be opening the shop front to make sure you're getting your investment back? Absolutely you are. You're going to be doing everything that you can to help you achieve the success that you want to achieve, to help you get the money back into your business, to help you be able to move forward, to help keep a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table, whatever it may be. And this is why when we step into a business that has a glass ceiling where you can break through and you can earn whatever you want, you can become the top distributor in that company, the top advocate, the top rep, whatever it may be branded as. This is why people have such a disempowering way of moving forward, because, and these are the reasons why, over 90% of people fail in network marketing, direct selling, whatever it may be. They fail because they quit. Because they're like, well, you know, I'm only going to lose maybe a few $1,000, $10,000. It's not that much. You know, my friend Cyril bought into a franchise, cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he struggles. He works every day. He's basically bought himself a job. At least I can walk away from this. And there, right there, lies a huge problem, which is attachment. There is none. There is no attachment to the success that you deserve, that you desire. You know, the problem with a lot of people who step into this business, and please understand, throughout this business, I'm not saying this is exactly you, but I am making that you become aware of this to make sure you don't fall into that high 90% category. Because many people say that they're going to commit to this, they're going to do it, and guess what? I've seen many people come in and leave and say, oh, it's just not for me. Because they didn't show up, they didn't do the word. They basically came in with a wish to succeed, and not actually any level of desire to make a difference in their own life. That's the truth. They came in with a wish to succeed. Imagine if we all go around wishful thinking. Where's that going to get us? We need to be actually having a burning desire to succeed. If you've ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, the first step is desire. The first step, you have to have a burning desire inside of you to help you achieve. So have a look at those people who are aligning with you, who are coming into your business, who you're aligning with. Do those people who you're aligning with, who you're looking at to help you grow, to help your business become successful, do they have a burning desire in the company that they're in? Are they showing up? Are they doing the work? Ask them, reach out to them. What are you doing when I can't see you on social media? When I don't see you at meetings, what are you doing behind the scenes? Because it's just like the iceberg. It's exactly like the iceberg. You don't see everything under the water. You only see the top point. And that's where a lot of people actually end up disempowering themselves even further, because they judge the success based on what they see, and they don't see all the work that's gone into it. They don't see maybe the years of networking beforehand to build the network. They don't see exactly how somebody's been able to join this new company or join the company as a new distributor and all of a sudden achieve all this success, because they don't know what the base of the iceberg actually has been, for what the journey's been for that person. Those people who step in and all of a sudden they're achieving all these ranks, it's not just because it's like the right time for them. It's because they've already built a network. They've already got the skills, communication skills. They know how to go out there and speak to people. They know how to connect with people. They know how to talk about the company, the products, whatever it may be. They've probably invested thousands of dollars in themselves to help themselves become more. And all of a sudden we look at these people like they're absolute gods. But the reality of it is that they've just been doing different things over a period of time. And for us to get that level of success, we need to be doing things over a period of time to actually achieve that success. You know, when people reach out to me and go, how did you get to where you are? How do you know everything you know about the products? How are you so passionate about all of this? It took time. It took years to get to where I am right now. And people come in and think that they're just going to get it like that, and it's not the truth. We have to show up. I had a conversation today with somebody and it was like, I'm just sick of doing all this. I'm sick of going through this. I know all of this stuff. Well, the thing is we have to look at what is working, what isn't working, what can we do better? They're the three questions I always ask myself. What am I doing good? What aren't I doing so good? What can I do better? And I have a look. And it could be just posting more on social media. It could be getting up half an hour earlier and reading a book. It could be going to the gym and giving myself some self-love that's going to shift my energy and help me perform better in my role, in what I want to achieve. So it's extremely important that we really do focus around these areas, because the attachment from a place of wishing and not desiring is going to disempower us further. And one of the things that's common is most people who step into this industry step in with a level of security, because we say very clearly, don't quit your job and join an online platform. Don't quit your job and join a direct sales company. Don't quit your job and join a network marketing company, because it's commission only. You have to show up. You have to get the sales. This isn't a job. You can't just go to work, sit in an office all day and twiddle your thumbs and get paid. It doesn't work like that. You can't just hide, have an extended break. It just doesn't work like that. You have to show up. You have to step in. And because people have a job in many cases, so they already have an income, what started off as this side hustle, where they were going to build their financial fortress, where they were going to become financially free, all of a sudden, they're not seeing the results. And what ends up happening is they choose to actually step away. They choose to step away because they've got a job that's going to support them. They've got family that maybe is going to support them. Maybe they still live at home with their parents, or their husband or their wife earns a good amount of money and they don't have to worry about it. It happens. So when people don't step in with a true burning desire, with a true line of literally like drawing that line in the sand and saying, hey, this is it now for me. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to commit. I'm going to show up every single day to helping this business grow. I cannot allow myself to rely on my boss. I cannot allow myself to rely on my family members to provide. You know, I've heard so many times of, and it's more so the females, it's not me being sexist here, it's more so the females who have got a partner who's earning the money, bringing the money in. The females at home may be looking after the children, and all of a sudden the relationship falls and the female's got to go out there and find a job and trying to support her children. So why would we wait for something to happen? Why wouldn't we just commit to actually moving forward? And I'm not saying this is just the females to go out there, but I will give you a clue right now for those of you who are unsure. I believe it's over 80% of people in direct sales and network marketing are females. It's a massively built industry on females. So if you're looking for the right kind of people to be aligned with, then maybe you need to be looking there and having a good think around what you can do, who you can align with, and what's going to help you actually start to move your business forward. Who are you communicating to? How are you attracting those people? Because everything in life is attraction marketing. Everything in life is recruitment. Everything is recruitment. You know, Apple recruit their staff so that when you have a problem and you go in there, they help you. Jesus apparently recruited with all his disciples and they recruited people. You know, when we start thinking about every single company, when I've been employed, which has been for small sections of my life, because most of my life I've been self-employed, when I've been employed, I've had to go to a recruitment officer. I've had to go through the recruitment stage, go and be interviewed by somebody. Everybody on the journey is recruiting, relationships, recruitment. Everything's recruitment. So don't be shy and fearful of recruitment, because if you are never going to grow a big business. You are never going to be attractive to people. So commitment to everything that you need to do. You need to show up every single day. There is no way you are going to build a profitable, successful business if you do not show up in some way, shape, or form. If you do not interact with your community, if you do not interact with the community. Never mind, you might be brand new, you might be in for years. You might have been in the same company for years and not even made a sale yet. That's perfectly fine. There's things that you've been doing that have been helping you grow. And what's important to be aware of is, what is the vibration that you're putting out there? What is the energy that you're putting out there to help your business grow? Because that is very, very important. So it all comes back to commitment. If your business isn't growing, why isn't it growing? Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. What can you do better? Can you actually put more time into a certain area, or do you need to put less time into one area, more time into another? This is just the way it is. It's all around awareness and creating that level of understanding based on reviewing, reflection. I speak about this a lot. We tend to reflect back on our life, and we tend to go through this process of, oh, okay, well, reflection's all around this, and these are all the problems that I've had in my life, and I'm going to allow these to continue to control me. And we never actually move forward. So we end up we don't even stay here in the present moment, because we're actually living in the past. So we've got to get to a state where we're in this present moment with a vision, with a burning desire right now to get towards that vision. We have to be there. So, and all it's going to take to get to that vision is commitment. It's going to be showing up every single day. Every single day, what does that mean? It means posting on social media. Social media is not the only way, but it is a very simple way to get yourself and your brand out there. It is a very, very simple way, because each day you can get up, once you've done maybe your own rituals, you can then post something online, and it's done for the rest of the day, because you never know what's going to happen in the day. I used to go and like work throughout the day and then go straight to the gym, do my workout, go home and chill. Now for me, I'll go to the gym first thing, because I work from home. I don't know what's going to happen. Somebody may book in a coaching call. Somebody may need me. I might be too stressed on something, not in the right frame of mind, and not interested in going to the gym. So I make sure what's important to me. What are my 3 big rocks? Speak about this very openly. What are my 3 big rocks that I need to do for me, not my business, for me each day, first of all? That will be get up early, read for an hour, go to the gym and exercise, go and walk my dogs. They may be my 3 big rocks that I do for me to get me in a very powerful state to help me then move forward throughout my day. So it doesn't matter what happens for the rest of the day. I've done what I've needed to do for me. And then when I feel like logging off, I will log off. And those who really do know me, who know me deeply, know 100% that for me, I am so committed. I am so committed to what I'm doing, to my vision, to my goals, to helping you, other people achieve their goals. I am so committed to that. That is something that drives me. In fact, the management from the company that I distribute for actually told one of my distributors off, to tell me off basically, because I commit too much time to other people's businesses. I help other people, especially when they're even not financially connected to me, going out of my way. And the management were telling another distributor to tell me off. But that's my nature. That's what fuels me. That's what excites me. But I don't forget to build my own business. I don't forget to work and create things that are going to help me move forward along my journey. That's super important, that you get clear on what are you doing on a daily basis that you're going to be able to leverage from to help you move forward. But remember, like Zig Ziglar says, you can have everything that you want in life if you'll just help enough other people get exactly what they want. So what are we coming from? We're coming from a mindset that is actually all about giving. If you're going out there choosing to give, if your intention and your actions are to give, you will receive. I did a post on this on my personal profile. And this is 100% the truth. I've never worried about anything. Everything's always taken care of. But because I constantly choose to give, I'm always receiving. I don't do it for the receiving part. I do it because I love to help others. So what are you doing that's making you become more attractive to help you grow? Because remember when we started right at the beginning, where I was talking about the commitment, the money commitment hinders business success. If there's no actual thing around that's holding you into this position, the one thing that will hold you into this position to keep you moving forward is the people that you bring in, the community that you've got around you. The impact that you're making on their lives will empower you and fuel you to keep becoming better, to keep helping them move forward, which is naturally going to help you move forward, because if you're helping them, they're helping you. Everything you do and their success is a byproduct. Everything that they achieve is a byproduct of your service at the beginning, and you're going to grow. You're going to be rewarded by that company you're aligned with. But you have to be relentless. Every single day you have to show up and grind. You have to get in there and grind. Now, I'm a great fan of Abraham Hicks, who says, you can't say, the saying no pain without gain isn't even true. We need to pull the oars in and let the boat go downstream and go where it needs to go. We have to show up. The problem with that is when people hear that, they don't do what they need to do. They don't take the action. They kind of just think that they can lie there in bed and do nothing all day. And that just isn't the truth. What it means is get into a flow and move in the direction that feels aligned with you. Today when I was asked, what should I do from a point of online or offline? I said, well, what feels right to you? I could tell you to go and do all offline. But if you hate being in front of people, if you hate the fact of thinking about going and booking an event space and doing an event, that's of no benefit to you. You are rowing upstream. If you find it easy to post on social media, then that's where you want to go. Now, some of us may find all of it hard. But we have to find what is good, what aligns with us, how we can express ourselves to become attractive. And it's important to know that we have to become uncomfortable. We have to get uncomfortable. Oof. Excuse me, the 555 over it. We have to get uncomfortable to be able to move forward. But don't allow ourselves to be disempowered throughout the whole process. Because if we allow ourselves to be disempowered throughout the whole process, we're never going to move forward. We have to understand that everything that's challenging us is helping us become better. Like Jim Rohn says, if you want a better life, you have to become better. How do you become better? You have to go and challenge yourself every single day. Why should you be rewarded something when you're not showing up and challenging yourself? To this point right now, life hasn't given you what it's given you. The money in the bank account to help you be at this point right now where you've been able to put food on the table, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, whatever it may be, the computer, the phone. It might not be exactly what you've wanted in regards to you've wanted more, but you've still always been given enough to survive. So if you now want to thrive, you've got to do things differently. You have to change what you've been doing. Otherwise, you're going to be living each day expecting a better life, but realistically, you're going to be doing the same amount of work with the same amount of knowledge, and what's going to be the results? It's going to be the same results as you've always had. And I believe it was Einstein that said to expect to receive more results or something like that, but giving the same amount of energy and action is the definition of insanity. It was something down those lines. So it's very important that we're aware of this. What do we need to do? How do we need to change? How do we need to become better? Who do we need to surround ourselves? What actions do we need to be taking every single day to help us move forward, to help us basically get from where we currently are to the direction, to the vision, to the desire that we want? And the attitude along that whole journey is what is going to help us get there. Some people I speak to, their attitude is so low. Like the vibration is so low. I'm feeling literally the claws being put into me and trying to pull me down. And I'm like, hey, no way. I am not going there. I am not going there. And I'm like, can you not see the vibration, the energy you're putting out? Can you not see the level of frustration that you're putting out there? That isn't attractive. Why? You want to attract these business builders into your business to help your business grow, but your actual attitude, your energy is so low, you're pulling yourself down, and people aren't attracted to that. So what are you going to do to change that? You know, and if this is you right now, especially as we're on the lead in right now, we're on the lead into the end of 2019, what is going on in your life that you need to shift? What is the areas? It might be a relationship. It might be your job. It might be that you know you haven't committed to your business and you're feeling down about that. It might be that you've not been doing what you need to do in areas of your life that you know you can do better, that you once promised yourself. You know, Darren Hardy said around commitment is actually doing the things that you said you were going to do in the moment that you said that you were going to do them and the feeling that you had in that moment. So we all get excited when we hear about all these things and where we can go, and there's a lot of rah, 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 hoo, 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 people out there that get us all pumped. And these things are built on hype and excitement, but once you step away from that campfire, that's the reality. That's the reality. You have to go out there and do the work. You have to get people to the events. You have to get people to the online platforms. You have to get the products information, the business plans in front of the people to help your business grow, for them to see it, for them to understand it, and for them to know why they need to invest in partnering with yourself. And all that happens through your attitude. It all happens through your attitude. How does your attitude get better? It gets better through you working on yourself every single day. Personal growth. What are you doing to show up to help yourself become better than you currently are, than you were? What are you doing? I'm not a great fan of reading. Over the years, I've listened to a lot of audios. I've listened to audios over and over and over and over and over again because it's believed it takes about 18 times before it sinks in. The same audio, the message in the same audio 18 times before it sinks in. Whereas a lot of people, they'll listen to it and go, oh, I know it all now. No! Wakey. We have to be focusing on what we're doing. I now like to read books because I find that when I'm listening to audios, I'm also trying to do something else. And we all know that we can't really do two things at the same time very well because we're dividing our energy. So I now like to sit down and read because I'm more present with the book, with the words, with the message that I need to hear and need to read and need to see and need to understand and need to absorb in. And that's all part of the personal growth. That's all part of you becoming more than you currently are to attract those that you want to attract, to help your business grow, to build different relationships. You know, I want to have somebody in my business who's far better than me. Why? Because they're going to raise me, they're going to challenge me to become better. If they're stepping into this business and I need to be mentoring them and supporting them, then I have to grow. I have to raise my vibration. So think around, if you want that success, if you want to achieve what you want to achieve in your business, in your life, what are you doing to help yourself become better, to help yourself move forward, and to experience the life that you truly do desire and also deserve. Thank you so much for your time on this call. I am super grateful. I do look forward to educating you further. And as always, peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now. Enjoying my YouTube channel? Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to receive further value.